I had to organize pretty much everything. Like, even the meals. Like, I had to, like, tell Gavin. He didn't even go to my keynote speech.
Why do you think? Okay, why did Gavin Free not go to Burnie's?
Bernie didn't tell you
Because
when
Gavin
it was.
Free isn't a very good friend. That's why.
Because you had no idea where it was or when it was
You
or
asked
anything.
Bernie and he didn't
I
tell
asked him, and he told me the wrong time. I said, "What time's your keynote?" He said at 4.
Then at 1:30, I texted him.
No,
and I
then
said, I'm done.
and then I was like going down. I was like killing time before the keynote.
Yeah.
I bumped into him in the lift as it was going, and we like both go into our hotel room. And he was like, "Were you there? Did you see it?" And I was like, "What? The keynote?" And you were like, "You're a bad friend." I was like, "You said it was at 4." And he's
That's
like,
totally your fault.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, I did say it was at 4."
Gavin's totally right.
Yeah, you're in the
I think
clear
you just
there.
didn't want me to go. I
In
think
my
that's fine.
defense,
Nope.
I thought it was at 4.
But you weren't late.
But you
to it.
got there at the right time?
Then I went to rehearsal.
And you didn't say, "Oh, by the way, it's at 1."
I didn't ever do that. No, you're right. But still, you missed it and you're a bad friend.
How was
You
the
could have
keynote?
you could have also picked up a program at any point and made sure.
He was
what's
too
right.
busy
Can't be
carrying his
bothered.
drone and his iPad and his Canon camera around.
It was a solid lineup, too.
So I pulled up our conversation here,
It was really cool. Can't thank them enough for that.
and you can see why I was confused. Right?
Do you want to read it to
Did
us?
you guys
You
read
want
it
to do a
for
dramatic
us?
reenactment?
So Bernie says, "Out."
Are you out? Hey, we'll do it.
breakfast?
Yeah, let me do my lines. Let
Okay.
me do my lines.
Okay, go.
I don't know what out means. Out? Breakfast?
Yeah, Marriott.
Yeah, come to the 4th floor. We will ride the escalators down. Ezra might join us.
It's just rooms. You mean the Hilton?
Yeah.
Hate you.
Are you at the Sheraton? There's no Sheraton anywhere nearby, by the way. Are you at the Sheraton? Just stay still. Ha ha. It's just rooms. Ha ha. Where are you?
Damn 4th floor of the Marriott. Where are you?
And
So
then I was
basically, at
gone.
that point, he stopped responding. He stopped responding, and because he said stay still. I was just left at the Marriott. He stayed at the Hilton and then didn't say anything.
You told him to stay there and then didn't do anything?
Yeah.
Not only did
So
he
you're
say,
having breakfast at the Hilton without Gavin.
not only did he say meet me at the wrong
Stand-
place, he made me stay at the wrong
You
place.
can tell him he's a bad friend. You're a bad friend.
You're terrible.
Here's why. I was in the middle of like 4 conversations at the time, and I was meeting with someone that actually wanted to be with Gavin, and I was setting up that meeting. And it's like,
So you wanted me to just hover in place on the 4th floor of the wrong hotel?
No, if possible, he would prefer you stop existing for a little while
Yeah.
and then begin existing
that
again
would be
later.
preferable. Or you just take care of yourself. I didn't even know what hotels were.
I
There
like
was
that someone you wanted him to meet, but then was like, stay there, don't come.
There's only the Hilton and the Marriott. I told him I was at the
There
Marriott
is
when
a
I
Sheraton,
wasn't.
but it's like way around the corner, and we've never been to that one. So,
I didn't even know the names of the hotels.
I like that he just pulled a Sheridan out of nowhere.
Yeah.
so somehow, from staying in the same room, we were unable to eat breakfast that morning. Another thing that Bernie did every morning was that he would point the shower head outwards and then
You
say he
get
didn't
in
do
the
it.
By the way, you're in my room. I
That's true.
can point the shower head
It's
up
true.
at the ceiling if I fucking want
but
to.
why? He basically pointed the shower head outwards into the bathroom. So the first morning, I turned it on. It went all over me. I was like, "Oh, you used to do that to me."
I used to do that to him too.
And I was like, "Well, it's a lovely little prank." But you were just like, either you just denied it, or you were completely unaware that you did it.
First of all, I wasn't doing it on purpose to do anything to you. You get in that shower and you shut the curtain. I'm not gonna like mash up against the wall. I'm standing in the center of
No,
the shower.
I turn the shower on first, let it heat up, and then get in.
Yeah, sure. I do that
Yeah.
too.
Well,
And then you can, like adjust. And
That's what
everything
I
when you're in
tried to
there.
do,
But
Barbara.
why would you turn the shower head outwards?
I'm not. It's not. It's like we're not talking like direct 90 degree to the right. It's just a little bit that way. The problem is he turns it on. It starts. He said the bathroom flooded. I said how?
did. That's
He goes,
what happened
I
the next
turned on
day.
the shower and I left to let it heat up and it flooded the bathroom. I'm thinking. The water doesn't change direction after the first second or two. He had to turn it on, see that it was leaving the bathtub, and then just walk out, or just turn it out. And would you run? You like you
close
tie
his
a
eyes.
string
I
and
didn't
you're
even-
alcoholic? You
I
pull it.
didn't even leave. Basically, what I did, I put it on. It came into the thing. I might have got on my arm a little bit, and I shut the curtain. You put the curtain on the outside. for
I
a start.
don't put the curtain
Yeah.
on the outside.
So it was hitting the curtain and just running onto the floor. I just turned around. I started shaving in the mirror, and when I turned around, there was just water everywhere.
You shave before you get in the shower?
I don't know. I don't really.
What are you, a fucking lunatic?
Sounds made up, doesn't it? Guys?
Anyway.
Your story's starting to fall apart a little. Were
Yeah.
you really shaving? What were you doing?
So when I thought the bathroom couldn't,
You were not shaving, my friend.
I was
Having a
shaving.
Nobody shaves before getting in the shower.
Yeah, because it gets all the hair off you when you get in the shower.
You can shave at the beginning of your shower.
I don't shave. It's an electric razor. I'm not going to take it in the shower. With me.
Okay, electric razor. Starting to check. out.
Look. You think I've wet
You
shaved?
say, yeah. I thought you had a fucking razor.
No. Anyway, so
Let
that
me
was an
story, Garrett.
absolute mess. The next morning I wake up.
Somebody kept calling him Garrett.
Okay, I was just like, where did that come from?
The next morning I wake up. You already left to go and do rehearsal for your
Yeah,
keynote.
probably do something important.
Yeah.
Probably.
The sink's full of blood.
Oh, there's a really good reason why the sink was full of blood. Though.
Okay.
There's a very good reason.
And that is.
I ate a steak in the bathroom. So
We went to Morton's the night before, and you ordered the biggest steak and took it to go. You took like 3 bites to the restaurant and took the entire steak home.
So
And then ate it over the sink the next morning.
You're an animal.
I didn't have silverware, so I'm in the bathroom.
Did
Here's
you
the
have a
worst.
fridge in the room? Or did you
Yeah,
just-
there's a fridge in
okay.
the room, and that's how I knew to bring it back. Barbara, here's the worst part about waking up in the morning and eating a steak in the bathroom sink. With because you know silverware, so you gotta do this. The worst part about that whole scenario is I'm staring at myself in the mirror because it's a big mirror.
Do you pretend you're an animal? You're like hovering over the kill, like growling at your reflection. Like,
And I saw that there was some blood in this thing, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's so jarring too. Like I'm bleary eyed. I've just woken up. I turn the lights on. I'm like, oh, where's Burnie? What happened?
There's like chunks of raw meat all over the
And I'm in the
place.
elevator going, this is steak.
Steak.
When
at
you
8
said there was
a.m.
blood in the sink, the last thing I expected you to say was that Burnie was eating a steak over the sink.
In the bathroom. I took a steak into the
They're
bathroom.
gonna say someone cut themselves shaving
Yeah.
or just had a nosebleed.
It's a great explanation, I think.
Anyway, it was fun times. We traveled together very rarely, but it's always a joy.
I was playing Heroes of the Storm yesterday, and for the first time,
Is that game out?
yes, for the first time in who knows how long, like I played a game, and we won. I had a thoroughly enjoyable time.
Won.
I had one teammate who was like really positive and really like supportive the whole game. And when the game was over, he sent me a friend request. I was like,
Great. Look at
yes.
you making friends.
I was like,
Look at
I
you.
accepted. I can't remember the last time I accepted
What-
a random friend
What
request.
platform is this on?
PC.
So it was typing. It wasn't over
Right.
the headset.
And I was like, that was a positive experience. I hope I get to play with that guy again in the future.
Do you think you've done that this?
And this is where the
decade?
story ends?
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
yes.
That's
was it.
great. Look at you.
Did he know that
Making
you are
progress.
the Gus?
There should be a
No, I
montage with Gus like skipping with this guy like on a computer. in a field
Yeah,
somewhere.
we're holding hands on through the keyboard.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for him to come online. It's like,
It's like, hey, how's it going?
He's gonna
Want to
find,
play some Heroes of the
Thinking
Storm?
about you.
he's gonna find out that his mom paid this guy.
So in what way was
run
he-
field?
Mrs. Sorola sends him a check.
so by the sounds of it, you only became friends with him because he was just nice to you.
He was really nice.
What does
Like,
it
isn't that-
tell you about Gus?
Well, people.
So no one's been nice to you in
do you
10
know what
years?
it's like playing online games? Everyone's a fucking asshole.
Oh, I friended people.
No,
You have like a pleasant experience. It doesn't have to stand out. You're just like, yeah, I'll be friends with you.
No,
Why
this
not?
totally stood out. I was super happy. Would play again. A++.
We haven't talked about something. We haven't talked about that fucking ridiculous party we went to at VidCon.
I didn't want to. Do you want to talk about that?
Do you want to talk
I
to
wanna
it?
hear
Go for it.
about it.
You talk about it.
It was I can't even think of I can't use the right word that I want to use because I'm wearing a Tumblr hat. But it was ridiculous. And it was this thing where they contacted us beforehand and they said, in order to go to this party after
Who's
ours,
they?
this company that was putting it on, and it wasn't clear. Like it wasn't clear who was having this party, and yet it RSVP in advance, and it was only going to certain people, and they would give you a golden ticket, and then you would take the golden ticket, and then you could get on the shuttle, and they would take you to the estate at which the party is being held, and you were not allowed to go there by yourself.
You could not
had to
drive to
take
the
the shuttle.
estate. You couldn't take an Uber to the estate. They would turn away every private vehicle
Yep.
that wasn't their
What
shuttle.
if you walked?
You couldn't do that. You had to go on their shuttles to do it.
Jesus.
And then their shuttles to take you away. So I'm like, clearly they're going to bring us there in like sales pitch or something. They're shutting the doors. And you had to be there at a certain time. So you had to be there by 11.
I just thought it was going to be a cult.
Something's going to happen at 11.
Sex party.
Yeah.
So this was like, a lot of people were asking each other about this. And I was super skeptical about it. And I knew people were like,
Was it an actual like well-known company? Like
No.
you trusted? Oh.
Did you ever heard of them
Never
before?
heard of it in my life.
So, and then it became like this like mythical level thing that people were talking about. It's like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be so fucking crazy. So we were out today with Freddie and Felicia. Felicia bailed out. All she said was, there's going to be mermaids at this party. I heard that. There's going to be mermaids. Like there was going to be fire people. There were going to be Oompa Loompas, like hired
God.
Oompa Loompas and everything. I don't know how Willy Wonka and mermaids
Well,
get
you have a
mixed up.
gold ticket.
Yeah, so Felicia just said, if there's mermaids there, just find out how the vagina works. How like how does that whole thing working out?
That was a parting word.
Yeah, and she
I'm
just
out.
find that out. So I just sent her a picture of mermaids on Twitter. But when we got there, because there were mermaids when we got there.
You
so
sent a picture of them vagina?
Freddie was like, Freddie was like bucking the system. He said, I'm not going on their stupid shuttle. He goes, let's go. So we got in Freddie's van. He has like a minivan.
It's awesome, dude. I'm so happy to ride in Freddie's van.
And he hacked the computer display, so now it's just a picture of a sloth, like a cross-stitch sloth. So we drive. Actually, I periscoped one time from Freddie's van last time I was in LA, and so we drive this van right up into this estate, and he parked it it was not a place you're supposed to park. He just parked it right in the middle, double parked against other cars on the lawn, essentially.
Yeah, it was like there was this massive mansion. It must have been several tens of millions of dollars from this mansion.
It was probably an 18,000 square foot house.
And he just drove right up to it and just parked, and we were just all
Just the house, or including the acres of land or whatever?
No, 18,000 square foot house.
And then there was a guest house.
Which had a pool in it, and then out back was the outdoor pool. And then you went down through the grotto, and there was the lower outside.
There were
pool.
also waterfalls.
Yes.
Of
So
course.
crazy. But we're making it sound great. It was awful. It was awful. We walked up. Should we tell who we saw at the front door that said this to us?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Nico and Sam from Corridor Digital. We walk up, they see us, they go, "Get the fuck out of here." This is our first response. They were like, "There's no reason to go in there." And we went in there. It was
I would just want to know even more if someone
I
said
know,
that to me.
but it was just so. It was
We had to go in. I'm glad we went, but it was one of the weirdest / worst things I
What
ever
was
went
going
to.
on?
Well, everything at the house was there were paid performers and stuff, and a lot of people without shirts. There was a naked woman wearing a chandelier at one point.
There was
on her
one
head.
girl dressed like a lamp and another one dressed like a tree. There were tons of Oompa Loompas.
There were tons of Oompa
All the
Loompas.
pools were filled with mermaids.
So how many drugs did you do before going to this party?
It was crazy. Literally, as soon as we walked in, there was this big this house. It must be a place they just rent for these kinds of things. And it was whoever built this house had aspirations to be like Hugh Hefner or whatever. And it was just. But the problem with it, Gus, this would have infuriated you, is that what's the one thing you want to do at a party? What's
Drink.
You want to get a drink?
Nope.
Wait, what?
First of all, there was no music, which was weird because I normally would not complain about music's too loud at parties. This was no music. And then there's so much acreage to this place. It just felt like
This woman dressed as a chandelier. You just heard her clinking all the way down the stairs.
Yeah,
was
I think what happened
far
is
away.
there was music, but it was so big that it didn't carry far enough. That sound system wasn't very good. So all you would hear is the waterfall and people yelling, just "Where are you?" It's this sucks. And all the booze was this weird crap made from tea.
everything was sponsored. So everything was a promo thing. There was promo booths for a service. There was a bar where they served beer, but it was all one brewery that obviously paid to be there. They looked like booths.
Yeah.
At a thing, and then there was a tea-based liquor.
Yeah, and it tasted like medicine. It was grim.
This all sounds fucking terrible.
It was
And
terrible.
everyone there who I recognized, I walked up to Joe Beretta from Barrett's and Beretta Legends.
Oh,
Love them.
that's a red. Wow.
Yeah, and I walked up to him and he was just looking around at this, and I was like, "Yeah, right." And he's like, "What are we doing? What are we doing here? How are we here?" And we're just like, "I don't know." And every interaction was pretty much exactly like that.
So the people who took the shuttle, could they leave at any time they wanted, or did they have to wait for the shuttle?
I think they had to wait for the shuttle to go.
Wow, they were trapped
my
there.
God.
That was the main reason, Gus. What you just said is the main reason why I didn't want to go.
Right.
Period.
Do you have that picture of you by the fireplace?
Oh, me and
with
Freddie?
Freddie.
Yeah, that's nice.
We were just we got bored. We just started looking around the house for all the awful taste. Has anyone ever bought a mansion and tastefully decorated it?
Of course not.
Remember that documentary with Michael Jackson just buying everything in that story? That one, that vase, that thing.
You might have to rotate this, Patrick.
We have 18,000 square feet. You just got to fill it, right? You don't give a fuck what's in it.
Fill it with fun stuff.
Yeah, sorry, Patrick. You have to rotate this one. We don't know why it was rotated. I'll send it to you, though, bud.
So
Email it.
how long were you there for?
So demanding.
I would say, we wanted to leave after 5 minutes, but I'd say we stayed 30, maybe half an hour.
Okay.
It's hard
Not
to tell.
bad.
I'm glad we went. It was an experience.
Was it far? Was it a far drive to get there?
Yes.
Yeah, it was far, but we had rockin' tunes provided by Freddie W. Listened to some Carpenter Brute.
So no one gave you shit for parking there.
No.
That was a load of nonsense.
There were, I think when we were
threatening
leaving,
you?
there were people
They just
take us with you.
they just didn't want
They saw the sloth van.
100 cars turning up.
Right. That I
And also,
understand.
All I'm picturing is, if you're watching True Detective this season, all I'm picturing is the party from this last episode.
Also, they
where
made
they're
it-
talking
they
about
made it
this.
sound like-
someone's nodding their head over there.
they made it sound like an exclusive thing. Oh, you're selected for this golden ticket. Everyone had one. Everyone had a golden ticket.
Well,
They
the
had
funny
so
thing was,
many.
That's how they get you to come.
The girl who was giving out the golden tickets, the cardboard box collapsed.
Oh my god.
What?
So,
Who's
that's
that painting?
that's me and Freddie in front of the fireplace. And I don't know who the guy is on the left.
What are you doing? Why are you posting like that?
It was a big like shag carpet.
Scroll up to
Are
the
you trying
tiger.
to be- are you
Green
trying to
shag
be-
carpet?
No, it's black
It's
shag.
Look at the tiger.
And there's
Picture of a tiger. That was the guy's like. That was one of his like entertainment rooms.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Or
and
girl.
then I got back, and later that night or the next day, I checked my email and I saw that it said, "Hey, the party," and the name of the company and everything. The party live stream is about to begin. So the party was also live streamed, which is like I didn't see anything at that telling you that you were being live streamed.
It was
Yeah, that's
probably an
creepy.
email.
If you've ever seen me Periscope, when I walk up to people, I tell them, "Hey, you're live to the internet," because you never know. People might say something if they don't know
Right.
there's a microphone around or something. They're just talking. You know what I mean?
Might
And
pull a
it's like-
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but boy, God, when was that? When did that happen to him? Like 8 years ago, and it just came back.
I don't
So
know.
I was
What
saying,
happened to Clarkson?
that's what I'm saying. Be careful. Watch your mouth. Everything's being recorded now. Everything. Watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth
Robots.
because of the future when they find it.
Because the future, right? The future. Although I'm pretty sure that was racist 8 years ago. What is that? I'm fairly certain.
I think it's been racist for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying all these people getting caught for stuff they did a long time ago. It's great.
Also, WWE said they fired him, and Hulk Hogan said he quit. That was the announcement he made. I hope I never reach a point in my life where I'm like arguing with the WWE whether or not I got fired or I quit. Like that would be like just clear what happened there. What went wrong between Burnie and the WWE?
All right,
Ruined his
it's
legacy.
about time to wrap up.